Hey, Rachel. Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Julie Gilbert here from Oregon Weight and Wellness. I'm joined with Brooke. Brooke is a PA student. Well, Brooke, you can introduce yourself to our audience here.
Yes, my name is Brooke. I'm a second-year PA student from George Fox University in Newburgh, Oregon.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And Rachel, how are you doing, Rachel? How's your day going so far?
Doing great. It's a good day.
Yeah, gorgeous day. You know what? It is a good day. You know what this day is? It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Dr. Gilbert.
Thank you. Thank you. And I don't mind sharing. I'm 59 years young. 59 years young. Yeah.
And I bet your biological age is more like 54.
Probably, or 50.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Or
even 49.
Is that what they call it? What's it? What there's the
chronological age and biological age.
Yeah.
I feel 30. I feel 30.
Exactly.
I was doing handstands and cartwheels. Yeah, not really, but anyway, yeah, no, it's a gorgeous day. And Rachel, why don't you bring people up to speed on what we've been talking about and introduce our topic for today.
Absolutely. So welcome to all of you out there who are longtime followers, but also the newbies out there. This is called What's for Dinner. It's a vlog that Dr. Gilbert and I do every week on Thursday at around 12 o'clock. You can find it live usually on YouTube, but also we post it to our Facebooks. So take a look there and make sure to click the links and follow and like and subscribe and all the bells and whistles so that you don't miss an episode.
Right.
We've been going, we started this off kind of working through some different books and different topics. And what we've landed on this right now, what we're in is a series we've been doing. I think this is episode 14. And it's been all about the difference between diet mentality versus lifestyle mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And with Oregon Weight and Wellness and my private coaching practice, Whole Life Health, we lean on the pillars of lifestyle medicine. We want to help people change lifestyle, not just this diet, or a diet. And so we went through the lifestyle medicine pillars, and then now since then we've been kind of just doing one-off topics, really trying to compare the difference between the old pattern, the old ways people do things in diet mentality, and then now what it looks like to do it with lifestyle. So today's topic, Dr. Gilbert, you brought this up. This is a great topic. We wanted to kind of talk about and compare the differences between the I have to, which is the diet mentality, I have to do something, and I want to, which is the lifestyle mentality.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this because it feels like in a lot of times we start out with diet mentality, and somewhere along the line, we have to somehow, to make a change, we have to say, I'm saying it right now, we have to do this, or pain makes us have to do whatever the thing is.
Yes.
And hopefully somewhere there's what I've recognized in myself and my patients, that somewhere along the line, I hear the language shift.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful, and I don't know exactly what's going on. And maybe you can give some voice to this, Rachel. But the language shifts from "I have to eat vegetables," or "I have to exercise," whatever it is, to "I want to."
Mm-hmm.
I want to get my 5 cups, 5 colors in.
That's right.
And did I get my 5 colors in today?
Yes.
Yes, I did. And I wanted to do it. Yeah. So somewhere along the line, it becomes a change from this is what's good for me. I have to do what's good for me because of whatever pain that's driving me. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's as the pain subsides. I don't know what it is, Rachel. What do you think?
Well, before I answer that question, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
In your doctory knowledge, why do you have to eat 5 colors of vegetables?
So, I'm sorry, I ducked out to plug in the computer. Ask that again.
with your doctory knowledge, put your
Mhm.
doctory hat on, okay? Not you as a Julie, but you as doctor. Why do you have to eat 5 cups and 5 colors of vegetables every day?
Right. Well, I mean, the have to is to get the variety of compounds, the variety of
Mhm.
compounds that the complement of vitamins and minerals that my body need, and fiber, let's throw that in there, that my cells need to function properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
And
that's
then
the have to.
that's the doctor. That's the have to. Why do you want to? What draws you to do it every day?
See, this is why I love Rachel. The coach in you. I just coming out. I love it. I want to because of how good it makes me feel, how excited I am when I'm cutting those vegetables and all the different colors. I mean, there was purple cabbage, and I had 3 different colors, red, orange, and yellow peppers. And they look so pretty with the green cabbage and then that dark arugula and that funny kale. So I want to because it's exciting to look at. It tastes so good, and then I feel the benefit of it because I have good energy during the day.
There you go. And
Yeah.
I think that's the key. I really do think for patients and clients just starting out, like you said, there's often a pain point. Either it's
Mm.
chronic disease, it's struggles with weight for whatever reason, that's a pain point. Typically there's a need from a pain point, and change is hard. And so it starts out as, I have to do this for my health, for my well-being, for my longevity, for my family. But when we make the changes and we stick with them consistently, like you said, I hear it and I see it in all of the clients and the patients that I work with. Their language changes. Now, certainly with patients that I'm working with who I coach one-on-one, we address that. When we hear that, well, I have to, we talk about it, and we
Mhm.
explore
Yeah,
more.
you kind of say, wait a minute, let's stop right there.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about what you mean by I have to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And clients know in one-on-one coaching that we're never going to talk about or try to make a change in an area that a person doesn't want to, that they're not ready for.
Yes.
They already recognize that when they're talking to me in a coaching session, they already know if they're saying I have to, maybe they're not ready for this change.
Mm.
They're aware of it. But we do see that over time as people feel the change, because they say they report back, I actually felt better. I didn't have that stomach bloat, or I had more energy, or it wasn't like a gut bomb in my stomach, or
Right.
I felt light and crispy, or I have regular bowel movements now.
There's always that. That's
me.
yeah, number one. A high priority for me. 59. High
I
priority.
love a priority for me.
Yeah, thank you for all that, Rachel. And I think, Brooke, you were telling me about just kind of getting back into your rhythm. Maybe you could speak to the have to, want to, as far as, because you were home. Yeah. So, and then you,
Yeah.
So jump in. Yeah.
So for my last rotation, I was away from my home and was eating, a lot of provided lunches, and just was not
drug rep lunches, which are notoriously junk food.
And just not eating the things that I'm used to eating. And so when I got home over the weekend and readjusting to being back home with my schedule and everything, I just felt oh man, I'm so tired. I don't feel good. And then moving from that to well, no, I need to do this because I know that I'll feel better once I start doing it. And, with back to cooking my nightly meals and meal prepping for lunch and everything. And now I'm I feel better. And so now I'm excited to go home and cook dinner, because I'm I know that the food that I'm making is making me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Yes, there is some kinetic or potential energy that we have to kind of inertia. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have that potential. I need to do this. I know I need to do that potential, and then the inertia of then getting back. And so from a disrupted routine or something like that, or if you're starting from scratch with a new habit, there is some inertia to overcome. And I think that's really the beauty of that coaching and just kind of helping, asking those good questions to be able to think through the process, talk yourself, through it, not judge yourself for not doing it, what you should be doing, shooting on yourself, but then asking, what is it right now that's, getting in my way, or, what am I afraid of? Or, yes, or acknowledging, yes, I'm tired, like you did, Brooke. Yes, I'm tired, and I can still make dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. There's, what I'm hearing there is a difference between the external motivation and internal motivation.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with leaning on external motivation when you hear that you have to make a change for your health. That's external motivation. And that's okay. But that's not the kind of motivation that gets us through the long haul. Because ultimately, if that's all we're leaning on, we tend to rebel. We will rebel against doctors. Sorry, guys, but
what, you mean that patients don't do everything I tell them to do? Yeah.
They want to. Oh, they so desperately want to. But when it's not coming from their own internal motivators, ultimately the power that the fear or the lab result or the bad news, that only has so much power. So we've got to grab a hold of that motivation that comes externally and then ride it for as long as we can. Meanwhile, we're building internally the value so that it becomes, I don't care what my doctor says, I want to do this because I want to do this. This is my choice. It's no longer the doctor's choice or on me. And so, we do a lot of values-based goal setting where you want to set a goal. I don't care if it's walking or vegetables or sleeping better, whatever. Why? Start your goal off with, I value blank. What? Insert, what do you value? What is important to you? And then end it with, and so because I value that, I will do this goal, right? So we start off the statement with, here's what's important to you, what I believe in. That's why I'm going to do this goal. It changes a little bit. It changes the mindset.
Right. That's right. And then when you really explore and understand and hold fast to those values, then inconsistencies, in those values don't, they kind of upset that internal motivator. And so it might, and then, I'm not going to say easier to overcome, but it might be you're able to identify some inconsistencies and then figure out a way forward.
Yeah. You can even, a really quick and easy way to do this is I encourage people, we do some strength finding and some values finding quizzes and stuff with clients in coaching. But a quick thing you can do is just try to jot down your top 10 or 15 values, the things that are important in your life. Usually people say my family or staying active or, going for walks or, travel, and then hone it down and see if you can find the top 5 values of your life, the top 5 things. And if you have that printed or written somewhere where you see it all the time, you can really ask yourself every day in all the decisions and choices, your mindset, your attitude, your beliefs, your actions, does this align with what I say?
Right.
Does this align?
Is it aligning? Yes. And sometimes those value systems, those values are always good to review and reflect on. And a good time to do that is your birthday.
Ooh, that's right. Tell me about I know you do this every year. Right?
Right. Well, I haven't done it yet today, but yeah, I'm taking this next week off to kind of reflect. And so on where I have been in the last year, and also to hopefully dream about where, remember where I'm going. And I use a journal to do this. I don't have it right here, but I have a really good journal. And then reminding myself of these values and I have a new value, or maybe a newly discovered value of, I'm going to say contentment or peace, and rest. I think all those words kind of go together and to find some peace, rest, contentment in every day of my life. So,
Mm.
yeah. And so to kind of order my goals and around that.
Nice. I love it. I love it. What a great time to do this, and different than a New Year's, because it's really, it can, on your birthday, it can feel very like a very self-care kind of
Mhm.
thing to do, and it can be inspiring for this.
Yeah.
Ooh, what am I planning for this next year of
Right.
life? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Rachel. This has been a good conversation, I think, too. And I think, it's I think of the road to Damascus. Not everybody is saved in a moment, to put a spiritual clone. But sometimes salvation, we work it out with fear and trembling, and it's a slow transition to lifestyle, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And because none of us, well, not many of us, can go make an 180-degree change.
Yeah.
And so slow, small changes really make forward progress.
It
Yeah.
really does. If I can share this, I just had a conversation with one of your patients, and she asked me such insightful questions about what it takes for people to be successful. And she said, Rachel, in your experience, what are the types of personalities or character traits of people who have been successful in the program or with your coaching? And I've never been asked that question before. It was such a question, and I was on the spot, so I had to think on my toes. So I may have given a different answer if I had really, deeply thought about it. But the first thing that came to my mind was consistency.
Mhm.
People are willing to understand that this is not a quick fix. This is not a diet, and that the work that's needed is months and years.
Right.
Working towards this ultimate change of lifestyle for years, and probably the rest of your life, because as we age and change, and so but it becomes your lifestyle. But you've got to stay. Sorry, that was a cat noise. Did you hear that? The cat just had a big fight outside. Sorry.
Oh.
Very disturbing.
My dog heard your cat because she's barking.
It was like, yes, very, very vicious war happening outside in the cat kingdom. But the consistency and the ability to the willingness to be open-minded about that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that all of the previous diet hacks and ways that people have done things told them a bill of goods in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's not how it works. It
Right.
just doesn't. That's the honesty.
Showing up every day. Yeah.
Mhm.
And being
Yep.
consistent, being faithful. That's right. Yeah. Very good. Well, Rachel, I know that you have we both have some time, pressed for time we have a 12:30.
Yes.
So quickly tell us what's for dinner for you.
Yeah, for dinner for me tonight, I've been trying to shift my evening meals to the lighter side, like eat breakfast like a queen, lunch like dinner like a pauper. I'm not always great at it because of course, family routines. But tonight is going to be, we made a big base salad, like we've talked about a million times on this show, my base salad, and then just add my yummy tofu protein, some nuts and seeds, and just call it a nice, lots of colors, like you talked about, lots of colors and mixed greens.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be simple. That's lunch, or that's dinner.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How about you guys?
I think we're having somebody's making me a birthday dinner.
Oh.
So I think I ordered up some tuna, and which I don't eat very often, and then a salad. And I think somebody's making me a little birthday cake.
Yay.
So I'm gonna enjoy a little birthday cake. I'm a birthday.
Love it. How about you, Brooke?
I'm thinking I'm in the mood for like a grain bowl with some veggies and salmon.
Ooh, sounds yum.
That
Sounds
does.
yum. All right.
Love it.
All right. Well, thanks for this conversation. It's always good. And you all enjoy your day. I know I'm going to.
Happy birthday again.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.